consequences sa inyong action usahay. Sige, mag-start ta. Naka-record naman, naka-ano naman po ko sa OBS. Okay, so good morning everyone. Okay, good morning, sir. Okay, so let's not use our phone, ha. I just request you to focus in my discussion para dili po sayang inyong pag-anto diri ano kay mag-discuss ta about UTS lagi ni. Nya pa ka. Okay, where's the file? Okay, so we're going to cover these lessons for Module 2. Okay, can I have your attention, please? Okay, we have behavioral analysis by Burgos Frederick Skinner. We have social cognitive learning theory by Albert Bandura. He's one of my bias, no? Cognitive development theory by sino kaya yung proponent nito? Dev Psych dyan. Developmental Psych, sino? Gian Piaget. And, of course, extended na siya to moral development theory by Lawrence Kohlberg. Okay, sige. Upo tayo, ha? So, for this time, I would be discussing the theory of Skinner. So, according to Skinner, can you read yung sinabi niya? You be a child and I'll shape him into anything. Napakatapang ni Skinner, no, for saying that. So, what can you imply from his statement? I'll shape him into anything. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Ha? Groomer? Influence of what? Yes. He mentioned that your environment engineered your personality. Nothing more, nothing less. He did not consider your past traumas, your past experiences. It's only the environment that is the factor only for him. Though internal states, emotions can, of course, change the way you can behave in a certain way, but he really mentioned that the most important factor is the environment. Wala na siya nag-ingon na ay past experiences, childhood experiences. So that's what makes his theory unique to the psychodynamic ones, to the humanistic ones, because he also mentioned about responsibility ba. We are all accountable of all of our actions. We cannot blame it to our daddy issues, parent issues, mga traumas nato sa past or our past experiences. You are the one who is behaving. So we cannot blame anyone or anything for how we behave right now. So somehow, kind of dili kay siya humanistic ang iyang approach, but for me, it's a good way to see personality, right? Another way. So some of his tenets consist of, he minimized the speculation and focus almost entirely to overt or observable behavior lang. So wala na siya nag-ingon na ng mga past experiences, no? Dili kay siya important. Kung sa itong makita ni mo sa yaha, mugi na siya. Yung ana nagyudiyahang batasan. Radical behaviorism. What is this? Can you read a doctrine? 1 to 3, go.
A doctrine that avoids all hypothetical constructs such as ego, traits, drives, needs, hunger, and so forth.
Okay, in the theory, in the practice, in counseling, I encountered the word called radical acceptance. It is tailored from radical behaviorism. So what is radical acceptance? So radical acceptance is no matter what happens to your life, that happens. So kung sabihin natin life is a bitch, so 'di ba? Ganun talaga. Kahit hindi natin gusto, nangyayari. So it's a matter of accepting whatever happens to you, to your life, and to whatever it is. To accept it, you open yourself to solitude, to solace. By accepting it, you are not entertaining, overthinking, regrets, anxiety. Kung baga nahitabo na gid siya, wala na tayo mabuhat pa. So better yet, accept whatever life offers to you. And that is radical behaviorism because he mentioned that wala joy laing factors like kani mga ego, traits, drives, hunger, and so forth. He avoid these hypothetical constructs because as a person, you are responsible. You have that consciousness and willingness, free will to do whatever you want to do. And so that is your personality. Environment only can affect behavior. Unlike kay Bandura na mabuti model si Bandura na triadic causation model, if you have read that part, Skinner can rightfully be regarded as determinist and environmentalist. Kasi kung ganyan kang kumilos, edi ganyan ka talaga. And determinist siya because, bakit siya determinist? Yun na, no? And environmentalist because yun nga, your environment is the one that is engineering your personality. Okay? Ang theory ni Skinner talagang naka-anchor siya sa experimental studies, experiments, no? Marami siyang ginawang experiments. Anong hayop yung pinag-experimentuhan nga ni Skinner? No. Yes, it's rat. Okay, no? So later, yung aso kay ano yun? Pavlov. Ivan Pavlov. Okay, he sought to identify those environmental variables that control the emission behavior, namely and situational. So let's go to the precursors of behaviorism. He is not actually the father of behaviorism. Sino ba father of behaviorism? Si? Saan dyan? John B. Watson. He's the father of behaviorism. Siya gid ang ang una na nag-study, no? He uses pigeons for his study, and he formed this concept, the stimulus-response connection. What is that? So, for him, there is a stimuli that happened to a person for him to respond in a certain way. Very easy to understand. That is for John B. Watson. Okay, next is Edward Thorndike. So, he emphasized the law of effect, which mentions that behaviors led to satisfying outcomes are likely to be repeated, whereas behaviors that lead to undesired outcomes are likely to recur. So let's say you are new here and first time ninyo makipag-mingle sa classmate ninyo, then si Christian makipag-mingle siya kay Abenoha, no? So pag ang response ni Abenoha is not so good, so he will not do that again. Pero if medyo friendly and he likes the company, then he will do that again. So it is based from the consequence na makuha sa person. So that is the law of effect. Do you understand? If desirable, then you are more likely to do it. And if not, you will less likely to do it. Okay, so let's go here to the Little Albert experiment. So this is quite unethical, no? Right now, pinag-experimentohan nila si Little Albert, who is a 9-month-old child, because they observed that Little Albert is not scared on this stimuli, no, na monkey, na mga biskamunsa, no. Then here nag-start na ang conditioning. So what they did in the Little Albert experiment is more likely na paired siya with loud noise. So classical conditioning na siya, no. Kumbaga, since si Little Albert mahadlok siya aning na ay magting kanang loud noise, they try to pair it na isabay nila og pakita kanina mga animals. Up until sinasanay, kinokondisyon na every time na ay loud noise, na ang white mouse or kaning mouse or biskang sa dira-dira, no? Then up until ang white mouse na lang ang yang makita. Even wala na to siya, kaning pinaka-neutral stimulus, mahadlok na siya with a white mouse because nag-undergo og conditioning. Nagets ninyo? That is classical conditioning. Okay? So, pinapaired up siya, no, with a neutral stimulus, then a conditioned stimulus up until mag-elicit na ang conditioned response na mahadlok ang person or bata. Basically, I will discuss this further pa later, but yun nga yung Little Albert experiment. Skinner insisted that human behavior should be studied scientifically. So remember this, my dear friends, people are engineered lang by the environment. Nothing more, nothing less. So if you want to change, you change the environment. Make sense? If you want to change your behavior, then hawa ka sa mga toxic ni mo na mga friends. Muadto ka dito sa mga goals, sa mga hardworking. So you can change. Do you agree? If you want to change your life, your personality, then change your environment. Somewhat, it is realistic to understand, no? Skinner insisted that psychology must avoid internal mental factors and confine itself only to observable these physical events. Kaya, ang psychology mong good, di ba, katong mga theories na atong napang-discuss, very, naagi limitations, kaya again, hypothetical ba? It means dili gid siya proven and tested. With scientific behaviorism ang good, ginahatagan gid takaw empirical basis kung ano kana ang behavior sa isa ka person. Naadyo explanation ba? Naadyo siya research or niagi gid siya empirical na investigation. So with that, scientific behaviorism, it offers a more objective way of understanding personality. Unlike anang mag-ingon ka na ingani siya, because what is the unconscious ba? Di ba? Maka-ask baka, hinungod ba gid na naaging mga animan, aging mga animus, di ba? Ang word pa lang unconscious, di ba? So, ang scientific behaviorism, it fills that gap na pwede po di ay pag-aralan ang personality in an objective way. Do you understand? Yeah. It rejects authority, deal with facts, no? It demands intellectual honesty, suspends judgment, and search for order and lawful relationships. So, basically, very scientific yun siya. Kumbaga, objective siya compared sa laing theories. So, let's go with the classical versus operant conditioning. Again, when I say classical conditioning, it's from Pavlov, no? He studied dogs. So, what happened here is the dog usually has an unconditioned response to salivate whenever there is food given to him. So, this is what we call as unconditioned stimulus. Ibig sabihin, wala kang ginawa na nangyayari siya. Neutral stimulus naman, ito yung walang respond yung person or yung aso. So, at first, wala siya response yun. Empty, no? Wapakels. Then, during conditioning, what happens here? Sinasabay yung neutral stimulus, the pito, and the presentation of food, kino-condition siya up until mag-elicit na ang condition response. So at first, parang wala pang effect, but approximately, paulit-ulit, up until even ang pito na lang, tanggalon na ang food, mag-salivate na ang dog. So that is conditioning, classical conditioning. So, do you understand how it works? Do you understand? Okay, I guess it can happen also in our life. Like we could also like do this to ourselves then. No, something na dili ko na to gusto buhaton like mag-study ing ana. So pwede like food tapos mag naibok ing ana up until ma-condition ta na even wala na to'y food magbasa na mag-book. Ing ana siguro. So you can do that also sa pets po ninyo. Operant conditioning kani siya is kikinsa ang proponent ane. Proponent. See? Skinner. Okay, so it's a type of associative learning process through which the strength of behavior is modified by reinforcement or punishment. So, with operant conditioning, there is rewards and punishment given to the person. So, he studied mice. So, what happens in operant conditioning? Of course, the mice keeps on pressing the blue button. So, there is that food na or pellets na mag-release dito . Then whenever he will touch the red one, the mice will experience pain, electricity, no? So, he will not press the red one, he will press the green one. So, more likely, it's like a law of effect po siya, no? Somewhat. So, that is operant conditioning. And we have several types of operant conditioning. We have reinforcement and punishment. Okay. To better understand the two, since haba ni siya, reinforcement, from the word itself, it strengthens the behavior. We give rewards to the person. So we want to strengthen the behavior. It can be either positive or negative. So listen well. Medyo ano na ni siya. Confusing, pero try to digest it word by word na lang po. No? Di mo po siya sa confusing, pero nalangin mo yung mga palatandaan lang. Sige. Positive reinforcement. Pag positive, may dinadagdag kayo. You're adding something. Pag negative naman, may tinatanggal kayo. You are removing something. Okay? Pag reinforcement again, we strengthen that behavior. In other words, gusto natin na ganun yung gawin. So, I will give you example. No? Let me give you example of that one. So, we add something in positive reinforcement to increase that behavior. Example, a child cleans their room and gets reward candy. An employee finishes a project and receives a bonus. A student answers correctly in class and gets praised by the teacher. So there's a certain reward then to increase the behavior to happen again. Understand? Gets ba? Now, let's go to negative reinforcement. We are removing something unpleasant to increase the behavior. So, again, we're also still increasing the behavior. Let's say a driver fastens their seatbelt to stop the car beeping sound. So, here, the behavior we want to still continue is fasten their seatbelt. There is an unpleasant experience when they will not do it. That is negative reinforcement. Gets ba? Again, may tinatanggal. Kanina, may dinadagdag. Yan ang positive. A student studies hard to avoid being scolded by their teacher. Diba? Taking painkillers to remove a headache encourages using medicine again in the future. To better understand, mag-isip po mga example para dili na mo malibog-libog sa duha. Questions. Okay, ha? Now, let's go to positive punishment. For here, we are adding something unpleasant to decrease the behavior. So, in punishment, we are trying to decrease or eliminate the behavior. So, in therapy, we have this aversive therapy. This is applicable for people who have substance use problems or alcoholic tendencies. So, binibigyan sila ng parang chemical na similar yung effect. Similar siya, no? Sa isang alak or alcohol, pero ang consequence noon or yung punishment nun is parang it gives them extreme nausea. Para hindi na nila ulitin yung mag-inom ng alak. So, they can associate unpleasant experience from that alcohol drink, no? So, that is aversive therapy sa mga addict na gyud og alak. Mga alcoholic na gyud. So, we do that, no? With the consent of the client. A student talks back and gets extra chores from their parents. A driver speeds and receives a ticket. So, that is positive punishment. Pacifier, lagyan. Wine. Para mag-stop mag-wine.
Para mag-stop na sila use ng pacifier, tapos ginabutangan sa mga parents o spicy or sour pacifier. Positive punishment.
Para mag-stop sila og use og Well, ang goal is to decrease the usage of the yung ganyan, no? Then, yeah, it can be kay, di ba, spicy food. Yes. Because you want to decrease that behavior of using, but there is an unpleasant experience if they will still continue that. No? So that is positive punishment. Now, let's go to negative punishment. Here, we take away something. May tinatanggal. No? Taking away a pleasant to decrease their behavior. So, let's say an example. A teenager breaks curfew and their parents take away their phone. Very typical example. A child misbehaves during dinner and dessert is taken away. So, an employee shows up late repeatedly and the management removes their work from home privilege. So, you can see that may natatanggal na benefit or something pleasant for the person or the animal. For that, parang hindi nila gawin. So, again, the goal of punishment is to decrease the likelihood of that behavior to happen. So, may tinatanggal na gusto nila, no? Na response or experience or feeling, ganyan. Gets? So, more on a class. Just remember, positive, may ginadagdag, negative, may tinatanggal, reinforcement, strengthens, punishment, decrease, or weakens the behavior. Gets? Questions? Nasnano ba? Nasabtan ba? Or libog yapon? Kaya lang? Sige, example lagi, class? Pag mong example para mas paspas ninyo siya mas ma-analyze. No? So, let's go to shaping. No? Shape of you. No? Shaping. So it's a procedure in which the experimenter or the environment first rewards gross approximations of the behavior, then closer approximation, and finally the desired behavior itself. So an example could be baby saying a word. Diba? They begin to mumble pamampot mga words saying ball, diba? Yung anak, no? So every time na closer na ang child to behave in that way or yung papa, no? Hatagan nato siya reward up until makuha na to niya, kumbaga approximations ba, paulit-ulit. Up until closer approximation, may reward, then finally, makuha na niya itong behavior. Also for animal trainings like pot trainings, ang mga dogs ninyo, diraa, no? So every time na ganing, di ba sa mga animal trainings, mga parrots, pag mga animal shows, na ginahatag na food, di ba? Para himuon dito sa isa ka bird or sa isa ka dog or kung unsa man na siya. So, shaping po na siya, no? Part of the siya. Up until makuha to nila tong exact behavior na gusto ninyo na ma-elicit sa person. So, classical, kaning class ha, remember na dito ha? Palitan nyo ha. Classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Sige. Sa classical, remember, elicit behavior. May L, ha? Ang operant is emit. Mga buzzwords lang na siya, parang paspas niya mo. Okay, namagun na siya sa meaning. Elicit ha, classical. Sa operant is emit the behavior. Sige, extinction. So when, I will just discuss this one. So, behavior is seldomly, kapag mawala na siya, no, ang reward, more likely, let's say, ma-withhold na ang reinforcement. So sa previously learned response, there is a probability or a chance that the response, the wanted response will be diminished to zero or mawala siya. That is operant extinction or extinction. Kumbaga pag mag-stop na kagahatag og ingana, no, sa iyaha, sa person, then more likely mag-stop na pud siya og istorya sa imuha. No, kung wala na kay mahatag, kay wala na reward ang mahatag sa imuhang ginaligawan na person, then mag-stop na po siya communicate sa imuha, something like that. So ma-extinguish ang katong behavior na gusto unta nimo na yang ginabuhat, no? That is just an example. So operant conditioning, when a dog has learned to sit, when a person says sit. So kani siya na ay tendency na maka-discriminate yun, even though dool ra kayong word, pero they will not respond to bit. They will just respond to that specific stimuli na ginahatag nato, which is sit. So, kapag even though duol ra kay siya or same ang iyahang rhyme, but still, ma-discriminate yapon sa person or sa hayop kung unsa man gitong stimuli gid na mo respond siya. Okay? So, ABC of behavior, antecedent, behavior, and consequences. So, kay Skinner po ni siya. Antecedent is what happens before the behavior, the trigger or the cue. Behavior is the actual action or response. And the C is what happens after the behavior it influences. So basically, antecedent sets the stage, what happens before. And the behavior that occurs, then consequences will determine future behavior. Let me give you an example. Antecedent, example, no? Teacher asked a question. Behavior, the student raises their hand and answers. The consequence is the teacher praises the student, and that is it, the flow. A, B, C. Unlike kay Bandura, triadic, mabuto sa yahagod. Na environment, na person, sa ingana mo to sa yaha. So, ano yung mga araw-araw? The person will affect the environment. I think behavior na natin siya. The environment will affect the behavior will affect the person, and vice versa na siya. So, kumbaga, ang araw na is paana ba? Kaya si Bandura magod class, dili lang daw environment, no, ang maka-affect sa behavior. Appeal daw ang person. Pero si Skinner, environment lang, tapos person. Mo lang daw nang makapag-determine sa personality sa person. Ang kay Bandura, nakakagid person factor yun yung appeal. So, ano siya, reciprocation po na siya. Environment will affect the person, and person will affect the environment will affect behavior will affect the environment, and the behavior will affect the person vice versa. Kung kamo, if I'm going to ask you, asa mo mas mutuo? Sa model ni Skinner or sa model ni Bandura? Ni Bandura. So makaingon dyan mo na na-adjust person factor yun. No? Kay si ano mang good, si Skinner, environment lang yun. One direction lang siya. No? Wala ingana. Well, objective mo kay si Skinner good. No? Sige, let's go to the schedules of reinforcement. Kani siya, ano po ni siya? Kailangan po siya sabton yun. So we have either continuous and intermittent schedule. The least effective schedule here is, unsa man? Continuous. Very good. Because every time na kay mahatag or mabuhat, masanay ang person na naadyo na reward permente. So, dili kay siya nga ka effective na reinforcement for a person. So, every response man, no? So, more likely, naadayoy reward. That's why, dapat kailangan po natin ang delayed gratification ba. Sa intermittent schedule, mo ni siya mag-vary na. Wala na specifics yun. So, we have 4 types. Fixed ratio, fixed interval, variable ratio, and variable interval. Let's go first on the example. No? Fixed ratio. Fix. What is fix? Hindi na ma-change, yes. Intermittently, according to the number of response. Remember the word ratio associated with response. Ratio ha, response. Every 100 na nakuman mo na yema, hatagan kag reward sa imong mama. Ingana siya. Specific kay siya. Every response. Ang fixed interval is time, panahon, number of hours, or years, months, days, decades. Organisms is reinforced for the first response following a designated period of time. So, every 5 minutes na mag-study ka, hatagan ka og Jollibee sa imong friend. No? Every 5 hours na mag-work ka sa project, naa kay reward na makuha. That is fixed interval. So, more likely, naagyo siya designated specific when mo abot ang reward sa imuha. Understand? Kay time ha, interval time, walang inyong tandaan yun. Let's go to variable ratio. Reinforce after the end response on the average. So, the best example here is slot machine. Variable. What is variable? It varies. We don't know when. It's not fixed, no? After the end response on the average. So, whenever you gamble, isa mga nagagamble diri, kaway-kaway. So, wala na. So, wag po tayo mag-gamble, no? So, wag po tayo masanay sa ganung habit. So, every 40 seconds, 63rd, 101st. So, you never know when you will win or when will be that next reward. So, that is variable ratio. Slot machine. Anong example nila. So, dili ka kabalo when ang next reward na makadaog ka. It can be on the 2nd, 5th, 10th, 101, depende. Gets? Nakuha ba? Variable interval, mo ni siya. Okay. Ang example po dahil sa fixed interval is sweldo. Sweldo sa mga employees na 15-30 ana. So, best example ang sweldo. Fixed interval na siya. So, kami, yung anak ni, mamotivate nila sa hapit na ang quincenas. Muna siya. Variable interval, organisms is reinforced after the lapses of random or varied periods of time. So, kani siya, ga-vary. Pipili po kakabalukan, kanusa ang time na mahatagan na po kag-reward. So, it can be, it could be 5 minutes, or it can be days. You don't know when that reward will come to you. So, which among here is the most effective schedule of reinforcement? Ha? Fixed ratio, fixed interval, what else? The most effective schedule is variable ratio. Variable ratio. Because reinforcement comes after an unpredictable number of responses. You don't know when it can happen, or you don't know when will it be. Because the reward is uncertain, organisms respond more consistently and at the higher rates. That's why maka-addicted mag-gamble. Diba? Behaviors learned under this are harder to extinguish since the subject never knows when the next reward will come. That's why nagkan jud ma-addict no sa online sugal, diba? Kung unsa man na siya, Kay ano man, they don't know bisig it's their lucky day na di ay or whatsoever. So, here are forces that can shape human personality and behavior. Natural selection, cultural evolution, inner state, self-awareness, drives, emotions, purpose, and intention. So, I guess this can be some factors was still considered by Skinner. There are still drives, let's say, gutom ka. Wala kay gikaon ako, wala kay breakfast. So it can affect also the way I will behave or respond, no? I can be irritable, ingana. Emotions, no? Emotions can also affect also how you deal with a certain situation and inner states current na pinagdadaanan mo no sa life, or are you in a current, what is your inner state right now? Are you feeling in love, anxiety, or fear? It can also affect your behavior. And purpose and intention, why are you doing it in the first place? What's your intention? Why you are keep on doing it? So these factors can still influence the personality and behavior according to behaviorism. Do you have like questions? None? What time na ba tayo? 11:16. We will be finishing at what time na? 12 ba? Sige, can you get 1/4? Kaya? Kaya natin yan. Malinaw mo next week class kay Bandura. One kaya na theory. Oh? People, beliefs about their abilities have a profound effect on those abilities. So if mutuo mo na bright mo na kaya ninyo na, more likely makaya gid ninyo na. Sige, 20 items naman po siya, multiple choice. So just choose the best answer.
Lang mag-end ako sa kong recording, ha?